Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakal double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who have taught me this truth. And shout out to Yakim that's out there in the four quarters of the earth, going into the cities and prophesying against Mount Seir and proclaiming our nationality, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and the confusion of faith that be among us, that we are the real Israelites, the 12 tribes. So, got another article here, and as well as a video. Sears and Kmart are closing 63 more stores across the country. Here's what you need to know. And so, of course, like everything else, we know that this is the beginning of the implementation of the mark of the beast by causing, all these places to crash on purpose, and so this is just part of the U.S. whore going out of business. At least 63 Sears and Kmart stores will be closing in the near future. It was announced on Thursday. This comes after the company closed nearly 400 stores over the past year. And of course here in Reading that happened, as well as many other places. According to a press release from the chain's parent company, Sears Holding, 63 non-profitable stores will close, and store closing sales will begin in the near future. These stores are part of 100 locations the company has identified as low performers. Originally, the company announced 72 stores would close, but changed the number hours later as certain stores are being evaluated further. And so, it's happening. This thing is going to disappear just like Radio Shack eventually. Now Radio Shack's just an online company, which we can see that's happening with Sears and Kmart. Just an online store like Amazon, but that eventually they will totally go, just like Toys R Us did. Anyhow, got a follow-up video with this.
Well, yet another list of Sears and Kmart closures have occurred. The list has been released today. And this one includes 15 Kmarts and 48 Sears. And none of my Kmarts have been affected, which is good. I'm very happy about that. But the Sears at Chesterfield Mall will be closing, and same with the Sears in South County Mall, or South County Centerway, whatever. It's in South County. That one's closing too. Those are the only two stores around me that are closing, which I'm sort of relieved about. I'm glad my Kmart is not going, but I am kind of disappointed that my Sears is going at Chesterfield Mall. So I will definitely make it out to that store when the liquidation starts. It says that the liquidation will start at these stores as early as June 14th. And it says they will close in early September. So I'll be going to that Sears in Chesterfield Mall. I'll be doing the updates, because I want to say goodbye to that Sears. And I don't know about the one in South County. I don't know if I'll make it to that store. I might once or twice. But that store, it's like an hour away, so I can't make up there too much. But I will definitely start doing updates for the Sears in Chesterfield Mall. This is the list. If you guys want to look at it, you can just pause. There's my store.
Just showing you how America is being brought down to the ground.
The auto centers, like on those, it has the symbols for when those are going to close. What's interesting is at my location, the auto center's already closed. So that's kind of interesting to note. But, yep. Yet another list. While we're getting closer and closer to the end.
So, let's go on to another article. And while we already know about the volcanoes in Guatemala and in Hawaii, there's more eruptions, and this one was captured in a video in Japan. And this actually came out at the same time, but we just, now I'm just catching wind of this. Mount Shinone in Japan exploded early Thursday morning, sending plumes of ash and smoke more than 16,000 feet into the sky. And this article's a little bit older, but I mean, there's been a lot since this volcano's erupted in Japan, also known as Amman. So I'm going to take a look at this video here.
Welcome back to Forbidden Knowledge News. Today is Saturday, June 16th, 2018. On the 15th, there was a new eruption at the Sakurajima volcano in Japan, covering the entire city of Kagoshima in ash. On the 14th, another swarm of earthquakes has been detected in the northern part of the Bardarbunga volcano caldera in Iceland. The largest earthquake, being a magnitude 4.9, was the largest quake since the volcano's last eruption in 2015. Another seismic swarm under the Volcan Santo Tomas at the Galapagos Islands suggests that the volcano is approaching an eruption. Seismic activity at the volcano has been gradually increasing over the past 2 years, but has reached and maintained very high levels since mid-May, with an average of 42 quakes per day. A massive coronal hole has opened up on our sun, spewing solar wind which should hit Earth's magnetic field around the 19th. All major earthquakes so far this year have occurred during coronal hole activity on our sun. More severe flooding and hail around the globe. On the 16th, more massive hailstones hit Antalya, Turkey. On the 15th, more destructive flooding and hail in Serbia. Also on the 15th, severe flooding in El Salvador. Also on the 15th, severe hail hit many areas in northern China, causing injuries and damaging buildings. On the 14th, severe thunderstorms accompanied by hail the size of baseballs hit parts of Saskatchewan and Manitoba, Canada. Also on the 14th, there was severe flooding in Mexico City. Don't forget to subscribe and like our Facebook page.
Okay, and so there's more. And this one's the main one that we're waiting on, but there was a petition. This petition had 91 supporters. Stop human implantation of RFID microchip. As we know, this is the mark of the beast, and we're the only Israelite group that teaches this. The UN and US are trying to implement a law that requires everyone worldwide to be implanted with an RFID microchip. They're trying to make it out to be a good thing for us, stating that it will make life easier and also reduce crime because no one will be able to make a move or speak a word without the government knowing about it. However, this chip is just another method of government control and a step closer to a new world order with this microchip. All of our money, information, medical history, and everything will be programmed into this chip. No more social security cards, birth certificates, ID cards, driver's licenses, credit, debit cards, bank accounts, or anything. All this information will be implemented. And if you look at this, though, you know, that pretty much if you go to Chase or some of the other ones, it'll say cardless, and it shows the sign of a hand, you know. But there's even more from the State Department. So, you know, this article is not bullshit, but there were people that actually petitioned to try to stop this. But check out the State Department, as another brother had put it up on his channel.
They said that somehow there's a justification for this in the Bible. Where does it say in the Bible that it's moral to take children away from their mothers?
I'm not aware of the Attorney General's comments or what he would be referencing. I can say that it is very biblical to enforce the law. That is actually repeated a number of times throughout the Bible. However, this... hold on, Jim, if you'll let me finish. Again, I'm not going to comment on the attorney's specific comments that I haven't seen. That's not what I said, and I know it's hard for you to understand. even short sentences, I guess, but and please don't take my words out of context, but the separation of illegal alien families is the product of the same legal loopholes that Democrats refuse to close, and these laws are the same that have been on the books for over a decade, and the president is simply enforcing them.
Our constitutional journey did not stop then, and it must not stop now, Judge. And we'll be faced with equally consequential decisions in the 21st century. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that. And Judge, I need to know whether you will be a justice who believes that the
close, and these laws are the same that have been on the books for over a decade, and the president is simply enforcing them.
So you have it there. I believe that is Apostle Tahar that put that together. And of course, I'm only limited to 15 minutes, but he also, another apostle here, had also done a follow-up to that. So let's take a look at the very beginning part of this video. Shalom.
Alright, Shalom. And give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Just want to do like a quick impromptu. They got this place. I didn't get a chance to look, but I'm almost positive this has to be in Europe. But you know, if I'm wrong, I'll have to look up the information just to make sure. But there's a place called Estonia. Not sure exactly where it is, but I was just listening to this broadcast on YouTube, and pretty much they were saying that they want to change the name from Estonia to Estonia. E meaning electronic Estonia, because that's what everything in this society is leading to, you know. And in Estonia, or soon to be Estonia, they have this digital ID card that when it first came out back in 2002, they said people kind of mocked at it, laughed at it. They use it to, you know, scrape off the ice off their windshield, or, you know, whatever the case was. And now, fast forward to what, 2017, 2018, you know, this being 2018, the year of prophecy. Around this time period, now life in Estonia, soon to be Estonia, you can't really function without that digital ID, you know. So that made me think about the mark of the beast, you know, because eventually they're going to make it mandatory, but there's going to be some type of deception for people to take it voluntarily, you know. And when you have to get back and forth to work or drive your car or get gas or get goods, you know, and all that, if you don't have that mark, which is a microchip, then you're not going to be able to transact or go to work or drive your car, none of that stuff, because everything is going to be digitalized, because they plan on tracking everybody and, you know, all their movements and all of that, you know. So I just wanted to do like a lesson on that, because Estonia, soon to be Estonia, will be like a model for the world, you know, America and the world, you know, because that mark of the beast is being pushed hot and heavy throughout these different European countries, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have it down there in Venezuela and in Brazil, or have it there with the technology there, which they already have, and actually implement it as a trial run, or just as to hell with it, just go on ahead and do it.
I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of this in the next video. Shalom, you know, to our elders and apostles who are bringing out this truth, as we're the only group that teaches what the mark of the beast really is, the RFID implant, you know, and we know the consequences of it, so I'll bring that up real quick. Then a second angel follows, saying, Babylon is fallen, the nation that made all the Gentiles drink of the passion of her immorality. And the third angel followed them, calling in a loud voice, saying, if any man worships the beast, that is the EU, UN, NATO, and receives its mark on the right hand forehead, the same shall drink of the cup of wrath that is poured without mixture, that is, the thermonuclear war.